Hello, welcome to this short video on reporting by employers on Form 1094C and 1095C. My name is Rhonda Houchins. I am a manager with Hargis & Associates, a certified public accounting and consulting firm. Our firm specializes in providing accounting, billing, and consulting services to long-term care facilities. For a more detailed list of our services, please visit our website at www.hargisandassociates.com. Our contact information will be provided at the conclusion of this video. We are going to discuss the basics of employer reporting, including what forms must be filed with the IRS, what is the purpose of the forms, who must file the forms, when and where to file the forms, and what information goes on the forms. The Affordable Care Act added 2 employer reporting requirements to the Internal Revenue Code taking effect for 2015. Code Sections 6056 and 6055. Information reporting under Section 6056 is first required in early 2016 for calendar year 2015. Section 6056 requires applicable large employers to provide an annual statement to each full-time employee that reports the health insurance coverage offered to them, as well as the employer filing information returns to the IRS. Code Section 6055 was voluntary for coverage providers in calendar year 2014, but is first required in early 2016 for calendar year 2015. Section 6055 requires employers that provide minimum essential coverage under a self-funded plan to provide an annual statement to covered employees. The IRS has issued Forms 1094C and 1095C to satisfy the filing requirements of Sections 6056 and 6055. On February 10, 2014, the IRS and Treasury issued final regulations on the Employer Shared Responsibility provisions under Section 4980H of the Internal Revenue Code. If employers, subject to these provisions, do not offer affordable health coverage that provides a minimum level of coverage to their full-time employees, the employer may be subject to an employer shared responsibility payment if at least one of its full-time employees receives a premium tax credit for purchasing individual coverage on one of the new affordable insurance exchanges. Together, Forms 1094C and 1095C will be used in determining whether an employer owes a payment under these provisions and in determining eligibility of employees for the premium tax credit. All applicable large employers offering self-insured and fully insured plans must file Forms 1094C and 1095C. Self-insured sponsored plans will complete Parts 1, 2, and 3, while fully insured sponsored plans only complete Parts 1 and 2 of Form 1095C. For calendar year 2015, these forms are required to be filed by February 29, 2016, if filing on paper, or March 31, 2016, if filing electronically. Employers must furnish each full-time employee with a Form 1095C by February 1, 2016 for the 2015 calendar year. If the employer is filing paper returns, the returns will be mailed to the Department of Treasury in either Austin, Texas or Kansas City, Missouri, depending upon the employer's location. You can visit the IRS link on the slide to find the appropriate address you need. If you have 250 or more information returns to file, you must file electronically. The next two slides list briefly the information included on Forms 1094C and 1095C for fully insured and self-funded plans. Form 1094C for both include employer information such as name, EIN, address, and contact person name and phone number, information about whether you offered coverage to at least 70% of full-time employees. This percentage is set to increase to 95% for 2016. Also, it includes the total number of Forms 1095C issued, employee counts, eligibility for transition relief, if any, and if part of an aggregated applicable large employer group, information about its members. If the applicable large employer sponsored a fully insured plan, Parts 1 and 2 of Form 1095C will be completed. Part 1 includes employer and employee information such as the employee's name, social security number, address, the employer name and EIN, address, and phone number and name of a contact person the employee or recipient can contact if they have questions about the information reported on the form. Part 2 includes the health coverage offer and coverage information by month. There are 3 lines in this section to complete. Lines 14, 15, and 16. Line 14 requires an indicator code from Code Series 1 to be entered. This code will indicate the type of coverage, if any, offered to the employee during the calendar year. Line 15 is where you must enter the amount of the employee's share of the lowest cost monthly premium for self-only minimum value coverage offered to the employee. Line 16 is where Section 4980H Safe Harbor codes, which are Code Series 2, are entered. For self-funded plans, Part 3 of Form 1095C will also be completed. This section lists information for all individuals covered under the employee's plan. An example would be if the employee has family coverage, the spouse and children's information would be listed here. This concludes our short video on reporting by employers on Form 1094C and 1095C. I have included my contact information for you, as well as multiple IRS links regarding employer reporting requirements. Thank you for listening to our video. Please visit our website at www.hargisassociates.com to learn more about our firm and visit our News and Hot Topics tabs for other tax and healthcare information.